Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good start. Position up past the 40-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Harrison. Now inside the 25. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And Knox is going to have a Bills 1st down as he's up to the 43. It's a pickup of 6. The Bills had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And Knox is going to have a Bills 1st down as he'll get this down to the 41. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
To throw, it's Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bills 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he fires one incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Allen going to go on fourth down. Eluding the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on fourth down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now first and goal.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It does. There, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Now a give right side. Harrison. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The 71 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harrison. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And he's got it down to the 28. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger. Mitchell now off the option. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22.
That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. Harrison. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now a give, right side. It's Harrison. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd down, Young from the gun. Steps away. Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen going to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. What's that?
Here's Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down.
Regular. Look out.
Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Look out.
To the air, Allen. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Curtis Samuel, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead. The point after is good, and the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle they go. Harrison, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. They'll try the left side. It's Harrison down at the 25.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harrison. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Two minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense because they've been showing the best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Oh, it's no good. Carlson pushed it to the right. The visiting kickers for years have had trouble with field goals here in Buffalo. The winds off nearby Lake Erie can really play havoc with your ability to aim the football correctly. And we saw an example right there. No good. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here's Allen to throw it.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Let's go now.
On first down, it's Harrison. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Young now. Flush to his right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And not the prettiest kick he'll ever have, as this one just does manage to stay inside the right upright and creep over the crossbar. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. Look out.
Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Allen now looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now Young. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Young will set to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
110 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
To throw, Young. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Young off the play fake. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Carlson able to put this one through, and they have regained the lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. Wide open receiver complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking long to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a handoff up the middle. Harrison. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Young to throw it. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go.
Final play of the half, Young. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Raiders 16.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. They'll run on first down. It's Harrison. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harrison, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, it's Harrison. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, Young. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Being chased out left. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 39 yards there, a big one.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of the season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 2. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
56, 56.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harrison, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
And even 150 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Up the middle they go. It's Harrison. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Young to throw it.
He finds Mayer here.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24. To throw, it's Allen. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Half 85, half 85. What's that?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly miss hit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Let's go now.
Now a handoff up the middle. Harrison, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Young. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
In motion, Hill. On 3rd down, it's Harrison. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Young now from the 50. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10.
Alert, alert, alert. Good done.
Throwing now is Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. Fighting his way through contact. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
What's that?
Now Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Looking to throw, Young.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Let's go.
On first down, Harrison. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
That's caught by Harrison, right side.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
They'll run on first down. It's Harrison, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's Young off play action. Over the middle, complete. That's Bowers. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Second down, goal to go.
Here we go.
Young. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. The Young's going to throw for this.
He's got it at the 2.
And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Allen. Finding Samuel. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Throwing, Allen.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. To throw is Allen.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now Allen.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Here's Allen.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. Throwing is Allen. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll run the draw here with Swift.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Hey, home. What's that?
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9. Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now 1st and goal.
Here's a give up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Obviously, the thought process is to score a touchdown there on 1st and goal, but that loss, that's not critical. Holding on to the football is. Make sure they come away with no less than a field goal in the lead. That's uppermost in their minds.
This is Young on the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Bills are going to get out of here winners.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Buffalo, they make amends for their Week 1 loss.
mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You were always switching up your whole position. I could see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen. I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget we on mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in the kitchen.
Sentimental when I step in the middle, when I do a little dance till it turns daylight. So jump in the moment. Margella got me feeling iconic. And if you can't groove, she don't want it. Great sex, say less.
She said, baby, what you talking about? This was something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking so slowing us down. Say less. Say less.
Stop the moment you walking. You let your hips do the talking. You leaving me no options. Say less. Say less. Stop the room when you walking. auntie was in it. Ayy, mama had AAA. I wasn't scared to crash anyone anyway. I ride a shotty while bro had a get away. I gotta penetrate, I gotta generate. I got like 20 some years to my hood, now I gotta go live away. I'm out of town, but I'm not on the getaway. I spin a giveaway. You mean I'm the generous king for real? I the sleep, then I light up the street, got screaming like Billie Jean for real. I'm from the M, I got M's in the bank and M's in all my streams for real. Feeling like Phil, they be living like Carlson if I leave him in the wheel. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, finger on the like A. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, their spot like A. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like A. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like A. Shooting my shot like A. Hit the red dot like A. Finger on the like A. Baby, I'm loving it. I think I'm ready for kids. She said when to stop trying to in her face. That makes sense. I'm going up past LA Brent. I'm going off no fail, say switch. Yeah, me and my team go back like plastic cup boys on some tailgate. Okay, look, all eyes on me. I feel like I'm Truman. No, we finna win it, cause I'm about to lose it. I don't give a computers disputing. I go off a field, no heads, just shoot it. I die for my team, I'm the coach, I'm recruiting. I'm spending my time and I'm saving the day. I feel like a mutant, I'm built like a student. I'm feeling bilingual, cause I'm in Nigeria, rocking the Cubans. My life is a highlight reel that I keep on looping. You can't just tell me you gotta prove it. Stealing, they first name is Lupin. I'm hitting harder than Ayuk, and they sending shots for some high, just juke it. Hitting my desk, I'm B.I.G., you know I can't forget that I do it. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, finger on the like A. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, their spot like A. I gotta get it, man. Shout out, I'm fully committed like A. I studied the target, I'm never gonna miss it. I call that precision like A. Shooting my shot like A, hit the red dot like A, finger on the like A.
Passport stat, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in France. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. Sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it's speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come for free.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night.
You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know me, she wanna hug me. It's a vision, little baby, I'm moving cozy. Most solid in the game, it can't fold me. How you do it, it's so fluid, let's get to it. If you want something, gotta commit to it. This is something that jam to and sip to it. I can show you how to do it, take you right to it. Made of whales in it, got a twist to it. This ain't Big Sean, but I'm making good music. How you keep rhyming, man, I'm used to it. You should be too, I like it see-through. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you. And if we dancing on the floor, I'ma need you.
100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All
luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the lead, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. These no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur, weeks and Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour. Give him help, yeah. Get these boys help, yeah. She does it well, oh yeah. I do it myself, oh yeah. Candy necklace on my hips, butterflies on my wrist. Put your hands on me like this. Need to go head to toe. PT, she's glossy. Give her one kiss just softly. Tease him and get him me. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, have my with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that, when I say to him like that, that he's coming right back.
Like ice cream on Shanty, playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. Now my head boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me.
Say boy, what you want? Get that. Shoot in my mouth, shoot in my and one. Okay, on the real, I'ma take his out. I'ma take him from his. On the real, I think he knows.
I think he knows when I play with him like that. I think he knows when I say to him like that. He's wrapped around my pinky finger, watching the way I move. More power than on, and he knows it's true. When I play with him like that, when I play with him like that, play with him like that, that he's coming right back.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena. Yeah.
One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming.
Come on.
It sound like we drumming. I reach on my goals, like my nephew be dope. Back on the rims, riding on rims. Came in all black to that, I came back to my to that ripping off Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Average on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra. I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a lead, my is hard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag. I'm gone. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag. I'm gone. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies on bodies. Cried over Malcolm, I cried over Dolphin. I'm crying for Nipsey, been feeling like Lauren. Carried the cross, got the sun in my eyes. Groom for this, I ain't meant to be no bride. I'm married, but I know you still feel obliged. Bounce on these, I learned from Sanaa. Back in my bag and it's big as a duffel with blessings on blessings. I came through this struggle, I'm back.
I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard.
Yeah, yeah. I came through the rain and I came through the thunder. I push through the pain. I'm laughing at summer. My hair was way hotter. I feel like a soda. Escape with my truth. I came back like Nirvana. Throat is all rocky. It's nothing I real. Go back to back, baby. Can't no one here see us. Stomach it all time. Look like a Leah. Went back and forth and back just like a cornerback. Yeah, yeah. You got veins. I respect whole veins. Tell them get low, man. Just flying high. I gave them low, man. Two for the color the whip. Culinary on my wrist. Cooking you, I ain't forgot what you did. State of it all eventually falls. Frequency, this is the ship, I'm home.
I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard. I'm back in my bag. I'm back in my bag on guard.
Now I'm gonna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
That, say poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black, designer, say Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich. Big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Dundada, Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist stay frozen, QU. Let's go, I'ma get. Unfazed, unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'ma get money type of. If you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite him. Can't hang with her if I don't like it. These, I come through and nip you crickets. I come through and moose be switching. I'm the problem, I'm the villain. I don't see these rickshaws throwing dirt on my name and he gon' hit still. Know who to play with, and these know who to play with.
There's a girl in my backyard. I can run fast but won't get far. My mom thinks that I'm an animal. I'm just looking for the antidote. There's a British girl on my TV screen. She's so hot, she's so mean. Burn my body like it's flammable. Girl, I'm still a fan of you. Hey, 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 hey. Like a cannibal. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation, my fixation.
Say don't play with me, but I still gamble with it. We getting right before we take off on the landing strip. Know that you like all the attention that a fan gives. Say that you like me, but you way too young for marriage. I've been here before, I know exactly how it goes. Yeah, now I got you packing up your clothes. You can hit me up and let me know exactly when you close. I'm her favorite, says she need a. She wanna all day. Hey, 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 hey.
Your sensation, my fixation. Just tell me that it's tangible. Baby, I'm a fan of you. Hey, hey, hey. Your sensation,
shot calling. Paid what I bought it. New crib psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Yeah, straight out the Linux, that on for hours, I'm straight out the minutes. They calling up Dion, straight out the business. We take out the Sims and then take out percentage. Period, break out the minutes from capital M. Now we straight out the sentence. Then pay out the payout, I'm finished. Then grade out the Lakers, the big watch the women. I gon' meet your mate. Lord, please don't save them. Minor bumps as I've been paving the road. I go to sleep, go major. Silver too, but I've been playing for gold. The metal keep close range. I cleaned up, still dangerous. Can't change West Philly raised. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. This be my tunnel music. They cut that confetti, I'm running through it. They play that whole lane, I'm running through it. And if they run at me, let my youngins do it. I just married, I'm honeymooning. I got hot on my own and ain't nothing coolin'. I don't punch in no clock, a sun and moon. I'm shot, bullet, proven, let it go. Wake up, shot calling. Pay what I bought it. New crib psychotic. I'm so iconic. Fly down to see the islands. She ain't even bring a wallet. They don't get it, but I got it. I'm so iconic. Got your stacks up, but you ain't got no rings, yeah. Got my stats up, I'm living out my dreams, yeah. Stretch this condo, I can fit a limousine, yeah. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic. I'm so iconic. Yeah, I'm so iconic. Yeah, they don't get it, but I got it. Ain't that ironic? I'm so iconic.
That underground music, riding in the years, I use it. Tighten up, you a lose. I approve. I bet I stamp and approve. Straight underground, make all you haters get down. You understand what I'm saying?
I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with a wish list. They come with a wish list. Hey, I met this girl the other night. She said she wanted me and be a money white. Respectfully declined because I said I got a wife. She said she wanted, but her best friend is
cancel this L. She said hood is on, but she in a condo that her buddy own. Payment good, if she good is gone. Boy, you should've known. Calling me up on 50 phones, foot on all these. Never let them keep me on my tippy toes. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list. I can show you lame, how to do this. Stack your money up, be about your business. They come with the wish list. They come with the wish list.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead.
Nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs. Nothing but them blacks, the A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just go.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from think I gotta go through. I don't like therapists, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Nobu, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Totoro, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blick at my VIP. Snack of my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his check, I know. We talking start like ball hype, pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my assist. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro. They tryna me. That's the wrong way. Back your buddy if he get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy. be into us. I'm in the S5 facing comfy, cause can't name that dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goaded. Me, I'm the one goaded. Me, I'm the one goaded. Me, I'm the one goaded. Tryna slow down my them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goaded. 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 Yeah, thinking that it happened overnight. I didn't. In it for the long haul flight. Committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite. I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite. They timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight. Committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look, wait. I got people trying to wish and pray that I'ma fall about it. All about it till we spoke in person. Don't wanna talk about it now, huh? Oh, you sound tough. Toying with them, don't get wound up. How you wound up? Another number in the round up. Put the town up. I built this thing up from the ground up. And if I bounce up, I get my crown stuck. Green light go. Got the east side flow. I'm a giant in the space like FIFA 4. All the kids sing along like EIO. Every time when they see my show. Thinking that it happened overnight. Yeah, it didn't. In it for the long haul flight. Committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite. I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite. They timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight. I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look,
Esto es talento y favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por lo mío, José. 360 is your deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss, baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruto, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando bien titánico. On my way, I ain't built this in a day. But you know I'm here now to stay. I'm hungry, boy, I'm not here to play.
thinking that it happened overnight. I didn't. In it for the long haul flight. Committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite. I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite. They timid. Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight. Committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait.
You say my look good in my tight little dress. Rock it up, come and make the man them obsessed. Put in the work when we dance and we sweat. Dangerous when you get smooth like the skin on my face. Draw figure 8 when I wind up my waist.
hit your knees type of heights that come with a third eye. I'm better at betting on me, the numbers don't lie.
That's how we rollin'. You know them gold diggers. Want the pick of the litter, burying them hidden figures. I keep them triple hitters, call them silverback gorillas, going 8-8. You know ain't nobody. What up?
Showtime. Yeah, this is the big ticket. Culture Cop Town. I'm talking like King Richard. It's like a movie. I'm seeing the bigger picture. These fellas are Cinderellas. I'm crushing them glass slippers.
On sight, I give you the green light. It's all bark. We all bite.
You gambling with your life? Well, let's roll the dice.
Don't be some problems if this dog in a fight.
That's right.
Legendary.
Open them wide.
Something like
And if I pull up with a few,
we can't erase that.
dropping out of the blue.
You know what?
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
Hip hop took this globe.
We done did it.
Wanna see a mogul? We showing you how to pivot. Got this from DMC. Let's run with it. Took the fundamentals and having some fun with it.
These songs, King Kong, my team strong. Godzilla set fire to whatever I breathe on. Got the killers in choir all singing my theme song.
I could never do this alone.
Come on.
Still Dre, still on top, still got it. The Sonic still iconic, they still the product. I seen the money coming, I showed you that I'm a prophet.
And I'm riding shotgun in case get out of pocket. Why you wanna press the issue? You need to stop it. Keep a lawyer on retainer for depositions and dockets. Back to the topic in case you forgot it. Anonymous head bobbing, baby, keep that popping fun.
Baby, I'm just trying to get
Legendary.
open them wide.
Something like
And if I pull up with a few,
we can't arrange that.
dropping out of the blue.
You know what? That.
All I wanna do is and just take your money. All I wanna do is and just take your money.
I need it. Cat. Okay, it's me and my kinfolk. Cat, that is my MO. 925, my area code. Don't give a what you been. Shared AG, put her front. They want a lot, not a little. I get something. Give me something. What you gonna do for that Enzo? I'm in the end zone, rocking that Kenzo. My Kindle. I'm beneath those going triple plat. I need a pack and a half. I broke up my mans, a stack and a half. I told my mama I'm bringing that bag. I got it. I'm backing. I'm on. I till I can't. Sorry, mama, yeah, I know that. It was me and bro, buck on the plate. Best believe we had 50 cent cake. I let the Audemars hang from my belt, so she know we ain't got no time to waste. And I let Audemars crunch the numbers. I gotta make sure that my money straight. She wanna make sure that my money real. Kissing another. Back in the day, I ain't had no whip. I just pulled up in the tank. I'ma pull up just to stun. Cat, all in your brain. I'm going Batman, I'm going bang. Come with the bang. What you gon' do? 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 I'm finna. What you gon' do? I'm on a Sony lot, eating a lot of chips, stacking a lot of guap. If I get it the pop, my mom get a coupe, my mom get a lot of rocks. I ain't got to mouth, let that in the past. My foot on the gas, I flew elevator, we facing my brad.